Hi, I'm Shama Kern with Thai Healing Massage Academy. There is one common misconception about Thai massage, and that is that it just consists of a series of stretches and techniques that everyone gets. However, that is not correct. The techniques in Thai massage are options to choose from, not mandatory sequences. Anyway, there is no time to use every single Thai massage technique in every session unless you want to do 3 or 4 hour sessions. It is more important to be flexible and do the right thing. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say you have a client who is very stiff, and there are some stretches in Thai massage, they are very strong. For example, there is one which is called the Cobra. Looks like this. You pull someone up into a very strong back stretch. Now, for some people, that's just not right. It's too much and it's too strong. And in that case, if you notice that, you just skip that particular stretch. So you don't want to force all techniques on people. You want to be flexible and just do what works well for them. Here is scenario number 2. Let's say you have a client who is very heavy and you are small. Let's say you weigh 115 pounds and your client weighs 200 pounds, has big, massive, heavy, long legs. And there are some stretches that you just shouldn't do because they're too hard on you. For example, here's one. Now, I don't have a heavy, tall model because they are very hard to come by in Thailand where most people are quite small. But let's just imagine she is double the size and I am smaller than I am. So here's a stretch. On her, that's very easy to do. But if you are short and someone has a long leg and a very heavy leg, you won't be able to fit the leg between your arm and your torso, and it'll be hard for you to lift the leg too. So that's one of those scenarios where someone is much heavier than you are. You would not use this particular stretch. Here is scenario number 3. Let's say you have a client, and that client primarily comes to you because he or she has back problems. So now, if you're locked into this mentality, you have your sequence and you have to do the whole thing from head to toe, and it doesn't leave much time for the back, not enough time to really deal with it, then you're not doing your client a favor. Normally I ask my clients, I say, we have 2 options. I can do a full body massage, or I can mostly focus on the area where you really have the problem. Which one would you prefer? And almost always they say, well, just work on this particular area. So in that case, you can do your techniques, and there are many, many, many on the back, and you can work on that. And for example, you could skip the legs entirely. There is nothing wrong with that. If the client wants work done in a certain area, and that is what's most important, what's most beneficial, you cannot fit a whole body massage and very specific therapeutic work into a 1 hour session. It just can't be done timing wise. So therefore, in those cases, you just need to be flexible and do what's most important, which in that case is working on the back. And here is a 4th scenario. Let's say you have a client who is quite stiff and a certain stretch is just too much for that client. Now, instead of skipping it, you can modify it and turn it into a rocking motion. So let me show you how that would look like. This here is one stretch which is quite strong, and some people have problems with that. So if you notice this is not right, it's too much, it's too strong, the client doesn't enjoy it, you can just change it into a rocking motion, which would look like this. A gentle rocking motion. If you move the arm back up, it becomes a little bit stronger. So now I'm circling, or you can rock. So in this way, you modify the original very strong technique into something different, which is easier to handle. So now you can see that it's not practical, it's not advisable just to do everything on everyone, because it just doesn't work. It depends on many factors. How big are you? How strong are you? How tall is your client? How heavy is your client? How flexible is your client? It's not that every technique works on everyone. You have to be flexible. It's not good if you take one sequence and do it on everyone. That's mechanical Thai massage. The real artistic healing art of Thai massage means that you choose the right technique for the right client and for your own benefit also. It has to work for you. You can't force yourself to do some things that are just too hard to do. So now you have seen many scenarios. You can skip something, you can modify something, you can just work on specific areas. You don't always have to do a whole body session. Stay flexible, and your Thai massage will be much, much better, and your clients will enjoy it more.